Hello, my kings and queens, and the non-binaries in between. I am here, and I'm looking forward to some wholesome stuff. I really am. Also, trying to turn on my psychology brain. So let's get into this.
Hang out here. I'm just gonna keep.
What you eating? I need description.
I don't know why I chose to eat a bag of chips out in the stars. It's a really weird thing to do. Alright, Lunar, time to have a conversation with yourself.
Conversation with yourself, also with there's pretty much analyzing every move you make.
With everything that has recently happened, you have royally yourself. And up in general.
Yes, you have. You have, my child.
You found out that Jack was a thing, and then you got angry at Moon and Solar for not telling you, because they thought they wanted to try and, be family and protect you, and then you got angry. And while, yes, they should have said that they wanted you to be protected and why you didn't react in a good way. What else? Then when I had a collaborative therapy session with Moon and myself and Earth,
That
I
was a good
told Moon
episode.
I could handle whatever he has to tell me. And then I, walked out silently when I heard him say that, he didn't want Eclipse to die. Let's not forget the fact that you actually killed Eclipse and are having a whole string of immoral problems with that. Because murder is bad,
Yes.
even if Eclipse is and you hate him. And then when Earth is being scared, you don't try to comfort them, you are just wallowing in your own sadness. And not doing anything to fix it. You have been depressed and anxious and a ball of mixed, awful emotions for months and stopped doing therapy because you thought you were okay. You are not
Nobody's
okay.
okay, kid.
You are very broken. I am very broken. And I need help.
Yes, you do.
Anything that happens with the astrals is a different problem. That's out of my control at this point. Unless they ask me to come testify at my own trial. Which, I don't even know if that's a thing that happens with them. So what are you going to do now? You should do is go and properly apologize to Earth without just crying and leaving and going and sitting in your own storm.
Yes. If you are gonna die, why not make amends for all the mistakes that you've made so you die with no regrets? I mean, that's what I want to do.
Because that didn't help you, nor did it help them. You should also probably properly apologize to Moon soon. You shouldn't forgive Eclipse, but you should reconcile with yourself internally to some extent.
You can forgive, but it's a lot easier than said than done. I mean, I know some people who went through crap. They're double my age, and forgiveness with some certain people, they say that that will never happen. And this guy's not even 2.
What happened, happened. And by all extent of the term, you are even. An eye for an eye. And if you go by that logic, an eye makes the world go blind, as Earth would say.
That is true, though.
So how are you gonna...
An eye for an eye makes the world go blind. Wow. Earth is rewriting quotes of God.
do this? I don't know where Monty lives. So I don't know where Earth is. Which means the only place I can apologize is at work. And that feels incredibly disingenuous. But it's the best I can do. Because I don't think they're gonna come over if I ask them to.
I mean, she doesn't put herself before others. She puts others before herself, so there's a chance she would, even though she would still be scared, which is a quality of hers that I both amend and also needs help with, because that could also be like a thing of loyalty and selflessness. There needs to be a balance, and if you have too much loyalty for the wrong people, well, Luna is a direct result of that with Eclipse.
Because I have hurt them. And scared them. Sometimes you do things that you are the monster. I just need to improve myself.
Oh, wait, that's avocado, no
Stop
thanks.
eating stuff when
Sorry, I
you're
was just
having
looking at the food.
existential crisis. No. Chip is comfort food.
The next day.
We love Fazbear. Doesn't matter if you're depressed. Go to work. Make money. Make the company money. So you get paid minimum wage. I don't know where Earth is. Speak of the devil and they show up here.
Oh, hi.
Hey,
Hello.
you okay
Hold
to...
on a minute. Let me just, yeah, just let me put
Are
this
you
down.
okay to talk?
Yeah, let me just
Okay.
put this down. Are you okay to talk?
Yeah, I want
Stop masking, Earth. You just went through a lot of crap.
to talk. I kind of had a whole thing last night.
Okay.
Of revelations.
And, all right, everything's ready for the day.
Okay. So last night,
Crap.
I had a conversation with myself.
Okay.
Not weird at all, and I'm being serious.
I'm really sorry for seemingly ignoring everything you were trying to do for me. And then when literally 5 minutes before I killed Eclipse, we had just talked about doing better and talking about things. And then I blew him up.
Yeah.
He blatantly said he couldn't hurt us. He couldn't do anything to hurt us. I just saw him and I got
And speaking of the way of law, because, well, you happen to know some things. In Australian law, the only way you do not get charged for, well, murder is if it's self-defense. Like if you were getting attacked. He wasn't attacking you. So technically, if he attacked you back, you'd still be in the wrong.
Scared and angry. And I wanted revenge for something that,
Revenge.
by all accounts, happened months ago. And the only reason I'm still messed up about it is because I stopped trying to get better because I thought I was fine.
You'll never be fine. Nobody's ever gonna be fine.
But I'm not fine. I'm very broken. And I want your help. I really do. But if you don't want to do it right now, or you need some time to think about stuff, like everything that happened, that's fine. I don't blame you.
I'll be honest, Lunar.
Yeah.
I should not have expected you to, and I never did. I didn't expect you to just get over it. That's a big
that's
ask.
unrealistic.
And I didn't have any expectations for how you would be feeling at that time. If this, okay,
Honestly, I'm
make
just waiting for for them to say something so I can make a Hamilton reference. And I'm also trying to, yeah.
more.
This is just random.
If we had taken your recovery mentally seriously from the get-go and really focused on it, and we were then at the point where we find out Eclipse is back, I still have no expectations that you would have handled that well.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just a little.
My hope was that you wouldn't lash out like you did. And when we were in that moment together, and I saw you were lashing out, I was scared
Reasonable reaction.
that all this anger and rage you've had pent up inside of you that you haven't been able to just deal with because you've just been pushing it off onto the side. I was, and I still am, kind of scared that it just is sitting in you still. And something might spark it again.
You could do a Bakugo. Instead of like repressing everything, you just find find something to blow up. Like an object. I mean, I don't know if this is actually in the show, if I'm getting it confused with one of those text story fanfics. Shut up. But essentially in there, All Might said that basically you can tell that he's bottling everything up because of the aggression of which when he uses his quirk, he's letting it all out, so then he doesn't explode. So this kind of usually that's not the right thing to do, but that's what I do. Let everything out. Grab a pillow, swear into it as your heart desire, and put it very close up so that you could just scream.
Make you
Or beat it up.
act
Or
like
beat up
that
some
again.
nerds in a game.
Now, I don't think you would act that way to any of us. But there was a moment in that situation where I thought you had the ability to hurt me.
Of course.
And I know you
Reasonable
didn't mean
reaction.
for it to come out that way. I know you were just afraid. Because by all accounts, everything you've experienced with Eclipse, the abuse, the verbal abuse, the physical abuse, the tormenting, and then your death. I understand why you did it. I don't agree with it, but I know why you did.
You mean you have a right to not agree with it, mate?
And I'm not trying to lecture you. You don't need a lecture. I don't want you to feel worse than you probably already do. It's just, I feel like all this work I've been trying to help with, when I tried nudging you, it just kind of went to waste because I didn't do enough. And
Again, blaming yourself. All the trauma and everything you see on the daily and hear about on the daily as your job as a therapist. I like to call it a therapist's trauma because of all the stress and anxiety it brings. And you feel like the need, if nothing works, it feels like it's on you. That job requires the strongest of the strong. Not just the people who want to make a difference. You need the both of those. Because you need to be strong in order so then... Yeah. I think you're understanding what I'm saying. Think.
maybe I shouldn't have walked on eggshells around you when sensitive topics were brought up. I should have been there with you and helped you with what you were feeling, but I wanted to be a sister instead of a therapist first. And I wanted your comfort over anything else. And I'm sorry that I wasn't good enough to get you through all this. I'm sorry I didn't push hard enough. I don't want to make this about me. I want to help. I do. I don't know if I can do too much because I don't know how to broach a lot of this stuff. I'm good at communication and...
Something is
Okay. Ads.
I want to help you still. Because I really care about you. No matter what, okay?
Okay.
That's what I admire about you,
And first things first, I need to stop talking at you. I do that a lot. I just kind of spill out a flow of words at you. It might be a lot. I'm sorry.
That's nothing wrong with you, mate.
You're okay.
That's called ADHD.
Can I say something
Go ahead.
as patient to therapist in a way?
Sure, go ahead.
Kinda couldn't rest last night after thinking about stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Kinda running through my own head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Something that I'm very good with is when it comes to sleep and psychology. Because, yeah, sleep means a lot to me, and I want to understand it and have ways that I can maximize my sleep. It's working. When you essentially have a bunch of stress and all that, your anxiety physically keeps you up in case of there's an emergency. When you're thinking about all the things that stress you out and all that, it's basically life or death, that your mind doesn't know the difference. And if you do manage to go to sleep, there's a thing called stress dreams, which I told my friend about when she asked me about it, like, what do sad dreams mean? And I thought it was something kind of about the same thing as nightmares and night terrors. Nightmares and night terrors aren't the same thing. Night terrors you forget instantly. Yeah, basically they are. Basically, if you have a bunch of unresolved stress throughout the day, you just basically have dreams encompassing it, and that's your mind's way of processing subconsciously. And since he wasn't able to get to sleep with all that, he wasn't able to do it subconsciously. Because if I go to be a pediatrician for a second here, I recommend melatonin. 70 grams. Maybe.
When it comes to Eclipse, he made me to be his brother. And it wasn't a healthy relationship.
Oh, God,
By
no.
any extent of the term.
Mhm.
But, and when I say this, I do not mean to imply that I shouldn't have done what I have done, or I forgive him, or anything like that.
Easier said than done, mate.
I think I acted too quickly. There was only one count of him ever even hitting me. And in his own way, he did that because of some reason, whether he was scared or
Desperate.
something.
I'm loving this music in the background. It sounds like something you'd get in an Irish movie. I just love the music in the background. You know, like, I'm gonna make a Disney reference. When the secrets and the mountains are feared and bright, take my hand, the story starting in the land lost in the night. I will rise, I will fly, taste the wind and touch the sky. I will rise, I will fly, taste the wind and touch the sky. It just reminds me of that song from Brave. It just reminds me of that entire soundtrack because, well, it's based in Ireland, isn't it?
I don't know what Eclipse's mind is like, aside from it being a snare trap. But I don't see him as a brother, but I don't see him as somebody I should continue to hold all this anger against.
I understand that.
Can I?
Eclipse wronged you. He wronged you and he didn't apologize at all, which I don't know if that would have helped you, but I think it would have done something. You know? Maybe if you knew he
If
was
he didn't
sorry,
do it sarcastically.
maybe if you guys worked on it, but that's the thing. Neither of you want to do that. Neither he doesn't feel bad, clearly, because he came here to yell at you and torment you, to get your help, because he was used to doing it that way. And you, I think you just want to move
Reacted.
past him.
Mm-hmm.
The traumatic response.
Eclipse was how my life started. He was the first person I knew when I woke up. And I can think that as much as I want, but that's over a year ago now. I have you, I have solar, I have sun, I have moon,
Yes, you do.
and if I can get everything under control, I might still be able to keep Pollux and Castor in my life. If whatever goes on there doesn't go awful.
I mean, Taurus and Leo do not seem like the people that are easily swayed.
More than anything else, I just want my sister back.
Luna, you never lost me. We're family first. I'm always gonna be here for you, okay? Always.
Sorry.
It's okay. I've already forgiven you.
Finally, I can make that Hamilton reference. Forgiveness. Can you imagine? Forgiveness. Can you imagine? If you see them in the street, walking by your side, talking by your side, have pity. going through the unimaginable. Sorry, I just had to. They finally said it. I kinda had to.
And I'm sorry.
I forgive you too.
Forgiveness. They are going through the unimaginable. Okay, writing. I loved that internal monologue in the beginning, and I'm like, yes. Seeing your own flaws and basically telling that to yourself as if someone else is telling it to you, but it's also yourself at the same time. It can be seen as a sign of going insane, but it's also, well, I do it. I'm not insane, clearly. Hopefully. Anyway, so I'm going to give this 9 out of 10. So please like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I'll see you in the next one. I'll be back. Soon you'll see. I'll be back to post another video for you people. You see. I'll be back like times before. I may slack a bit, but I'll come back some more. Anyway, see you later, my kings and queens and the non-binaries in between. See you later.